right. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. And look what actually showed up yesterday. I didn't think this was going to show up till today, so I didn't think I'd be doing this video till Monday. And actually, I got a late start to my day, and I rushed through the setup of this to get everything ready to do this video and get it out before the weekend. So I am kind of limited on time, but we should run about the normal length. So this is the, you already know, okay. This is the Ayaneo Pocket Micro, which is now the Antec Core Micro. So it's the Antec Pocket Micro or the Ayaneo Core Micro. Your choice. So you know how Ayaneo does. They make these devices, they get the initial sales, Indiegogo, and then they sell the design to like Antec. And Antec's like, oh yeah, we're not fucking smart enough to make our own shit, so yeah, can we just buy yours? So they now have the Antec Slide and the Micro, and you know, and they act like we don't notice they get this from Ayaneo and then jack up the price a little bit. Yeah, because we're all going to jump on that. So, but this one was brought to us by our sponsor. This is his personal unit. He ordered it for himself, sent it to me for the purpose of this video. So we're going to check it out. You guys know I think unboxings are stupid. It's kind of a cool box. So we're going to do it. Not that I'm going to like ever open it up for the first time and like unwrap it. That's stupid. I like to get them set up first. So let's go ahead and pop the top off this guy. Ayaneo, Antec, whatever. And a little QR code and a little thing that says Antec. Now, mind you, everything's going to say Antec, but the button on the handheld's still going to be an Ayaneo button. Still runs ISpace. There it is. Nice, shiny red Pocket Core Pocket Core Micro. Now, I opened this up last night late because I had a busy day, so I didn't get a chance to really do anything. I rushed through the setup this morning, just got done with it. I will tell you this is a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was. Okay, let's finish off the box. You get this, you know what's in the rest of the box, but we're gonna do it anyway. Look, papers and a charging cable. Wasn't that exciting. Held the box. Okay. So, like I was saying, this is a lot longer than I expected it to be. Shut up, V10. Sorry, I got the V10 sitting over here, and you know why I got the V10 sitting over here. So here's my work phone. Yeah, that's about the length. And this is some old Motorola work phone I just used to access my billing server. Let's see if I got anything else. What can we possibly use for length to give? Let's just pull this out. There we go. It kind of looks massive in comparison to the 34XX. I mean, lengthwise. So it's almost two V10s long. Let's turn it this way. It's a flatter side. Yeah, it's a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would be. So as you know, this runs Android. Has a Helio G99 in it. You know it here. Quick specs. If you're interested in a device like this, you've already pulled up the specs on this guy. So here we go. Helio G99, 4 times GBA game, smooth performance, borderless full screen, 2600 battery, iSpace, home, 3.5-inch screen, 960 by 640, premium CNC aluminum alloy frame, unique high-end feel. The Pocket Micro. All right, that's where we're at. And yeah, this frame is aluminum. Let me get back centered here. And you know what? It looks good. This is Ayaneo's typical fingerprint-loving plastic on the back. I do like the coating on this aluminum. It does feel nice. I like the color. Actually, when this came out, I kind of wanted one and immediately was drawn to this red color. And I was not wrong. Now, I am very apprehensive when it comes to Ayaneo. Currently, with the problems I'm having with the DMG, I just don't know. And they even discontinued the Flip before they got all their pre-orders out. I would have been really upset to not get my Flip DS. That would have... Whoa! So, I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I'm pretty sure they're... my theory, and this is going to be way off base more than likely, but they're quitting production actually on the Flip and or the Flip KB and the Flip DS because the pre-orders for their Ayaneo 3 are in the dumpster. They burned too many bridges at this point for high-end devices. We're not very forgiving when we're spending $600, $1,000 on your devices, and you're like, yeah, we're going to hide better plastics behind a bigger paywall, or we're going to have thermal problems that we're going to ignore until it becomes a mainstream thing. Like, yeah, people are not sold on your product anymore. You fucked up. Might as well sell everything to Antec, right? Not that they'll do anything to fix it. So this device worries me because this is essentially the DMG, but not. The DMG is more powerful, vastly more powerful. This got the Helio G99 in it. So what had the G99? Was it like the 405V Anbernic or the 406? Somebody in the comments put that. I can't remember which one. You know what I'm talking about. A couple generations back, they had handhelds with the Helio G99 in it. But let's go over to handheld real quick. So we got our D-pad, our sticks. They just kind of really stick out there. Start and select on this side. And then over here, we got, I don't know, that's the Ayaneo button. I'll see if I can get a good close-up of this. There it is. You see it? Still Ayaneo. I'm not sure what the hell that button is, and I'm too lazy to look at paperwork. Over here we got, looks like a function button. And sorry, I'm trying to adjust it so you can see too. You know I'm not good at this shit. There we go. Yeah, so we got function buttons there. R1, R2, volume, power button, fingerprint sensor. You know, Ayaneo, we can do without the fingerprint sensor. That's just another point of failure we're going to have to deal with, and it's not a selling point for anybody. L1, L2, and got your SD card slot. This SD card slot is not as bad as a lot of Ayaneo devices I've used. It's actually fairly easy to get the card in and out. It's rubber. It's not like that hard plastic cover. But sometimes I feel like I know it's supposed to stick out a little bit, but sometimes I feel like I don't quite get it right, and it's like sideways in there. And then we got the nice piece of plastic that loves fingerprints on the back, and the little readout. You get that. So we got the 8 gig of RAM, 256 model. Let's kick it on. I'm going to move it off screen because I already did the setup. Okay. So I've already run through and set up some stuff. Let me adjust my focus. I have autofocus off, guys, as you know, because it doesn't like to stay focused. I gotta lower. Oh my god, I never should have set up demo mode on the V10. I thought it was awesome at the time. Okay, here we go. So I went through, set up my normal stuff, Digi Show, DuckStation, PPSSPP, Aether, which I normally do the other one, Nether, anyway, Dolphin, all that stuff. Did a quick setup on SD card. I don't have a bunch of games on the SD card yet because I was doing a really quick setup. I mean, I'm serious. I finished the setup and kicked the camera on. I haven't even actually turned on the game. I don't even think I did the syncing process. for GameCube. I didn't. Okay. So one of the main selling points of this device and what they're going for, of course, they're going for the Game Boy Micro look. And actually, I should have brought my Anbernic 300X or whatever, because it also looks like a Game Boy Micro. Both of these are vastly bigger than a Game Boy Micro. But I was thinking about it, and I felt like these two would be better. Okay? Although I can bring another device that looks like a micro, I decided to bring devices that were also designed for Game Boy Advance. So, and if I had my regular, uncustomized Game Boy Advance, I'd have that right here. But let's go over it. Stop going to sleep. This Powkiddy V10, 2 times the resolution for Game Boy Advance. Go one over, 34XX, 3 times the resolution for Game Boy Advance. And prices scale this way too. So Pocket Micro, 4 times resolution Game Boy Advance. So 2, 3, 4. Here we go. $30, $60, plus 200 plus. Yeah, big ass jump. You can get fucking 4 of these for the price of this guy. You can get damn near 10 of these for the price of this guy. So let's just kick on Game Boy Advance. I said I haven't done a full setup yet, guys. So something's going to be hit or miss, but we're going to kick on the same game for all of them. Wow, way too much shit on the V10. Alright. How you doing, Pocket Micro? Do you not like Digesho? I know I got it out of the screen. Sorry, guys. I got something incorrectly set up. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have rushed it. I'm about to just launch this damn thing through RetroArch itself. Yeah, I'm just gonna launch it through RetroArch. I'll fuck with Digesho later. Okay. Sorry, a menu just like popped up. Oh. Oh, V10, shut up. Okay. Oh my god, I just hit that as start. Oh, this is going well, guys. Alright, so let's see. Two times resolution. Three and four times. And for the hell of it, 2 and 3 times. I'm sorry, the Anbernic is brighter, everybody. Considering I actually been using the Anbernic daily. That's too close. Let me up the brightness on the Pocket Micro here. Try and make them as close as possible. Now the micro's too bright. Sorry, I'm moving it to me because I'm looking as for myself. I mean, aside from just the screens being different in the saturation on some of the colors, there's just not much of a difference from 2 to 3 to 4. I mean, it's just really not. I guess a little bit of a difference from 2 to 4, but not a, I mean, this is a $200 gap right here. These two I'm holding, $200 gap. This is about $230, and honestly, I know this is above $200. I haven't looked at the prices lately. At one point, I seen the red one, some versions of this at $280, so up to $260 gap between them. And if your goal is Game Boy Advance, the price isn't here. Okay? I can't justify that jump. I can't justify $260 jump just for Game Boy Advance. I can't do that. And right here about, we'll just keep this at, thinking it's $260 or better after shipping and everything. So looking at these two, I can't justify that price gap. Not for just Game Boy Advance. The other issue I have is this being above $200, well above in some cases. The Retroid Pocket 5 exists. I mean, it's a thing. It exists. The Retroid Pocket Mini, it's a thing. It exists. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm turning off the V10. It's really pissing me off. So, with the existence of those devices, the Retroid Pocket 5, the Retroid Pocket Mini, I really don't want to shut off the 34XX. Considering I'm actively playing on it, and I kind of want to play Final Fantasy VI on it now. So I'm really digging the 34XX. It has so many more things I don't like about it than any other XX device, but it's so good. let's get this shut off too. Okay. Anyway, back to this. So if your goal is Game Boy Advance, you want the coolest possible Game Boy Micro, then go ahead, jump on this. Be warned though, I'm having issues with Ayaneo, and there's probably going to be some thermal issues with this shit too, because this is really looking close to the DMG. Now, not internal wise. The DMG is, like I said, vastly more powerful, so of course it's going to have more problems. Helio G99 is also a lot older, you know, and been tested time and time again. Let's just jump into Aether. This isn't going to go well. Do I have a sidebar here? Controls, touch screen. Doesn't look like anything's mapped, but it might be mapped elsewhere. Okay. Nope, I gotta go through and map it, don't I? Yep. Alright, well, being a G99, don't expect a bunch of PlayStation, okay? Or, sorry, don't expect a bunch of PlayStation 2. Honestly, my Samsung tablet's probably going to get about the same performance. My Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. So, I mean, this I'm being a little hard on it. This will probably get more performance than that. Oh, I didn't... Dude, these buttons, the placement on some of this shit. I accidentally hit this shit all the time. I haven't pressed over here by accident, but I hit this all the time just by holding it and moving it around in my hand. The color for GameCube is really, really nice, though. Like, I can't do it justice through my camera. Wow, that is really... Why the hell is the volume still showing up? Okay. But I can't even do that color justice. Let me... I'm trying to get this. That's closer to what I'm seeing in real life here. Look how dark the colors are in Zelda. Look at the red. That's really good looking. That's really surprising. Holy shit. I mean, it's just an IPS. Oh my god, let me fix my full look and okay. Autofocusing. But yeah, it's just an IPS panel. And the reason I'm not playing the game is because, like I said, I rushed through the setup. I haven't mapped anything. So none of the controls are working for damn near anything. But for an IPS screen, that GameCube, that was looking good. You can hear the sound crackle and stutter. So you know you're pushing the limits of this. This is not going to be your GameCube or PS2 device, okay? For the price, it's really hard to tell you and really tough to tell you. I thought that was my phone alarm because that's my phone alarm sound. Anyway, it's really tough to say this to you that you're spending that much money for the look and only the look. Okay, performance wise, there's better for the price. It's hard to say why this exists. Let me be really clear. I fucking really like the device. I like this thing. It's awkwardly long. It's rounded but rectangular. It brags about being CNC metal, but most of the surface area is plastic, and it's just a frame. I heard that sound slow down, didn't you? Are you really struggling with PlayStation 1? Oh my god, why is it slow down on PS1? Fuck it. I'm not even going to tweak that, guys. It should run PSP or PlayStation 1 just fine. Ignore that. That's going to be in the settings that I don't feel like fucking with. Ugh. Okay, yeah. Use this folder. Like I said, guys, I really do like this device. I think it's really neat. It's really hard to tell anybody to buy it, and it's really hard to suggest it. If you're a collector, sure. If you have the money to burn and you've already bought a device in this price range that can run PS2 and GameCube flawlessly and has a fucking OLED screen, I'm talking about the Retro Pocket Mini and 5. Why the hell not? You know what I mean? I'm fast forwarding it. Sorry, I can't even give you an accurate review on the buttons because I haven't played shit yet. At least this will give me an idea. Come on, speed up. Go away, volume. Oh yeah, I really need to adjust this. I know there's there has to be. Nope, just gamepad mode on or off. I was hoping for a layout swap, you know what I mean? Guess not, so let's play it backwards. Yeah, I'm hit. You see where my hand's hitting and what's hitting on the screen? Oh wow, that's all kinds of crazy. Shut up. Ooh, I hit that just in time, I think. Sorry, I know I'm not doing anything on screen. I just wanted to test the buttons. Alright, you gotta die. Alright, we're wrapping this up now. Button-wise, the buttons are fine. They're small. Yeah, they're small. I mean, they're supposed to be, but... And D-pad, it actually has a bigger D-pad than the 34XX. Pretty close to the V10's D-pad. Yeah, smaller D-pad on the 34XX, bigger buttons on the 34XX. As for just the buttons in general, the sticks are normal. They're, I'm not nothing to complain about, but nothing to brag about. The shoulder buttons, I mean, they're your inline micro switch little shoulder buttons. It reminds me of using like the 350M. So honestly, nothing to complain about there. I can feel the difference between them. There's enough of a height difference that I know when I'm hitting the L1 or L2. The face buttons are a little mushy, but they're not bad. So it has a soft little thumping click to it. So, and everything else, I mean, you got the ISpace button right there to pull that up. Yeah, and still ISpace software, so you can see all your diagnostics. I mean, I can't justify the price for what it can do and what it's geared towards, and I get it's like their classic line of devices. And soon we'll probably see the Antec DMG. I would fully expect that. But let's go back over it. 2 times Game Boy Advance, 3 times Game Boy Advance, 4 times Game Boy Advance. I paid $28. I paid $60. 200 something, 260. Dub, I can't remember. You sent me the tracking on it, and I seen the price on it, so I know it. I know it was north of 200. So yeah, and honestly, the difference between them with Game Boy Advanced is negligible. Very hard to tell the difference with 4 times. It's a little easier between these two. There's a little bit of a difference. There is not much of a difference in Game Boy Advance games between these two. And you're saving $200 getting this. So if your goal is just to play the Game Boy Advance games and not have one that looks like a micro, go with this. I mean, look at it this way, though. All right, Anbernick's already created the whole lineup. All right, they already have a handheld that looks like the micro. They have a handheld that looks like the SP. They have handhelds that look like, you know, your classic verticals. And now they have a handheld that looks like the Advance. Right here. So spending $200-300 on a handheld that also looks just like a micro is a difficult choice. All right, I can't recommend going back and getting the Anbernick one, although you could probably get it really cheap and add it to your collection. I can't recommend going back that far. Way older chipset, you're still going to max out around PS1. But this, absolutely. So, I like it. I'm just honestly scared of it. I'm worried about Ayaneo and quality. I'm worried every moment I have this on that it's going to cook or melt down and the sponsor's going to get this handheld that he's going to have to send back to, well, now Antec, right? I'm guessing Ayaneo still do the repair. But I'm worried. I'm worried it's going to fry now. I didn't think that would cause that kind of PTSD, but it absolutely did. You know, all the bullshit they're putting me through, I don't trust them anymore. I can't do that. I mean, they're not AYN, you know. Wow, that just kind of came out. Shit, sorry. That's how I feel, though. So what did we learn? There's a damn near $300 Game Boy Micro out there that it's really hard to justify the price on it. And I like the damn thing, guys. I do. I like it. It feels cool. It's a neat-ass device. Is it neat enough to merit, you know, $200 range? Is it cool? Is it neat enough and useful enough and powerful enough and to beat out the Retroid Pocket Mini or 5? No. They shouldn't have done the Helio G99. There's got to be a huge markup in this. They got to be making more per unit on this fucking thing than anything else. Because we know the Helio G99 has been in some handhelds that were $100 range. And even the screen isn't something that's new to us. I mean, we've seen these screens before. So where's the $250, $280? I get this got 8 gigs of RAM in it, but I don't fucking need 8 gigs of RAM for Game Boy Advance. You build it with all this RAM, but you stick a fucking G99 in it. You aim it at Game Boy Advance, and you stop at an LCD screen. Not only that, you went with a 3.5-inch screen, so for those of you that like that pixel perfect shit, that's not for you. This is 3.4. This is 3.5. Didn't look like it, did it? Anyway, I'm going to end it there because I'm just going to keep going over the same shit because I just can't find the value in it. I can't. Guys, I'm hopping off here. Tell me what you think. What are your what's your thoughts? What's your take on this? Because no matter if it's labeled Antec, it's Ayaneo. At this point with Ayaneo, do you trust their devices? I mean, I'm talking, let's say $300 trust minimum. Okay? Because that's your buy-in for Ayaneo, minimum. $300 trust. Do you trust them with $300? I get rolling the dice on $60. I get even more rolling the dice on $30. But are you going to pay 10 times this? Do you trust them that much? Do you think this Pocket Micro is going to burn out like the rest? Not that I've seen that come up on the Micro. I haven't. It's that gnawing thought. Every time you turn it on, if there's a hesitation or if it's taking a little bit longer to do something, I'm going to start panicking like, shit, it's done. And it sucks because I like the device. This device is $150, $160 cool. Okay? That's the sweet spot. I just do not see over $200 in this. I mean, hell, the RP Mini size is very close to this. Has a better screen, way more power. All right, guys. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I know I didn't go in depth on a lot of the gameplay. Like I said, I had to rush out the setup. And right now I'm getting close to opening, so I got to get the hell off here. So I'll do some more testing throughout the weekend. I'll get some things running on it, and I might put out some shorts or something like that, so you guys can just see quick PS2 gameplay, quick GameCube gameplay. So be on the lookout for those. Also, YouTube let me know that they're going to let my account go live soon, so I will start doing some live shit on here. Me being me, it's probably going to be either early in the morning or late at night, but I'll see you then and there. All right, guys, see you in the comments.